another segment we call Real Talk with Robin. Robin Gwaltney is from the Gwaltney Group, a local trustworthy real estate team. And here we talk about topics, issues, information local homeowners, buyers, and sellers need to know. And Robin, we sit down every week to talk about something regarding the real estate, but I am interested to knowing the specifics of the Rochester real estate market. So let's start with the trends. What trends are you seeing in Rochester?
All right. Well, first of all, I have to say, we look pretty cute for the 4th of July.
Happy 4th of July,
red, white,
everyone.
and blue.
Yes, love it.
Not planned.
Not planned.
Okay, so the growth in the real estate market has been a little slower than normal. Okay. So normally I tell people that their house is going to increase in value approximately 3 to 5% in normal situation. Okay.
Right.
Now, when we had these low interest rates and people buying houses like crazy, we had some years where it was like double-digit increase from the previous year.
Okay.
It's a little slow from last year this time to this year this time, more like 2% increase in value, but it's steady, all right? So I think the most important thing to take away from that is values are not dropping, okay? You're not losing value in your home, and people also kind of think that things are sitting on the market a long time, and even though they're not selling as quickly as they did last year, 77% of the houses that were on the market in the month of May 2025 sold in 30 days or less.
Right.
So we
talked about this before, where it's like it's not sitting there for as long as you think it is.
It's not. So yes, things are increasing at a little bit slower value right now than they have in like the last 5 years,
but we're
previous 5 years.
Which is
but
important.
We're increasing each year. So it makes it you know, very safe to purchase a home as a homeowner, and it's still a really desirable market for investors.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so I assume that Mayo has an effect on the real estate too.
With this bold forward that Mayo has, you know, this big expansion plan, of course it's bringing more people to town because they'll be increasing their job force, right? So lots of new hires, they need places to live.
Right.
A good indicator is that the average rent in Rochester is $1,710 a month, okay? And that is up like 3.9%
Speaking
year over year.
affordable, that isn't really affordable.
That's tough. It is, but that just shows if there's such a need for rent that the average has gone up 3.9% year over year.
Yes.
It means people need homes, right?
Absolutely.
And so we've talked many times about why maybe people hold off. You know, maybe they're waiting for the interest rates to drop. Maybe they're waiting for the house that they're looking for to come on the market. But trust me when I tell you, don't wait. If you can buy a house now, buy a house now. I mean, it is a really good time. A lot of investors are coming in from other markets. Like we get calls saying, I understand Rochester is the place to invest. I mean, they're smart about where they invest their money. They do their research and they look it up, and they know that we have a really strong real estate market.
Yes.
So
that's important too. So going back to that affordable aspect, is that just for renters or is that also for buyers?
Well, no, there's always a need. There's always going to be a need for affordable housing.
Absolutely.
And hopefully, I mean, there's a lot of things in the making trying to increase what's available. I mean, you know, there's been some great things done by First Homes, by Three Rivers, by a lot of the programs where they really are trying to, I don't know, are you familiar with First Homes?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a program. I literally just sold a house in that program this week, as a matter of fact. But it's a program where they get quite a bit of a discount. So like if, like for instance, the guy that I sold the house to, he paid $265 for a house that in the normal market would be worth $365.
Wow.
So it's a big discount, and it's based on your income. You know, you have to qualify for it, and it's a beautiful home. And the difference is he does own the home, but he doesn't own the land. The land is in a land lease, and that's where they can save the money. But then there's stipulations. So if he goes to sell the house, when he goes to sell the house, he has to sell it back through the First Homes program so that somebody else can get it. So yeah, there are programs out there. And again, those are programs that I know about, that other experienced realtors know about. There's just a lot more to real estate than just what meets the eye.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there's like those interest rates, affordability aspect as well. Is there anything that
like some down payments that you can get that are grant money that you don't have to pay back, and there are some that are low interest loans, or there are some that have stipulations that you pay back if you sell before so many years. I mean, there's it's quite complicated,
Yes,
honestly.
yes. And so that's
There's a
why
lot
we need
more
to go to you.
it.
Yes.
For sure.
For sure. So we need to get in contact with you. Let them know your phone number. Is that the best place to contact you?
Always.
Okay.
You can always call me on my cell phone. That number is 507-259-4926. And if I can't answer it, I will call you back.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Robin, for coming in and filling us in on the conditions of the real estate market. This is so important for not only people my age, but everybody needs to know about the real estate market.
And you're learning so much about the real
I
estate
am learning
market.
so much. You're teaching me so much.
When it's time for you to buy a house, you're going to be one prepared homeowner.
Absolutely, and I'm coming to you just like everybody else at home. Well, Robin, we'll see you next Thursday, okay?
Sounds great.
All right. I'll be back with more Midwest Access right after this.